So, you want to go to NAB? Hey everybody, my name is Lex, your host here at Santoku Studios. So, you just missed NAB this year. Bummer.
Come on.
Well, truthfully, this was actually our very first year going. So, today we're going to give you the inside scoop straight from the eyes of somebody completely fresh to the NAB experience. This year, John, Christian, and I finally pulled the trigger.
Guess what? Your boys made it to Vegas.
We packed our bags and flew out to Vegas to endure endless hours of walking, incredibly expensive convention food, and a serious lack of sleep. Let's get into exactly why you need to visit NAB in 2027. Let's kick things off with the most obvious reason people go: the gear. Now, I know what you're thinking. Lex, I can just read the spec sheets online. I can just watch the keynote. And yeah, you can. But getting your hands on gear in person is a completely different feeling. When you're looking at upgrading your studio's A-cam or figuring out how to build a new rig, taking a YouTuber's word for it only gets you so far. For example, we recently moved to the Pixel 6K. Being able to walk right up to the booths and test out brand new cages, monitors, and wireless video transmitters specifically built for those bodies was massive. You get to feel the actual weight distribution. You get to know all the ins and outs right there without having to do hours of research and not have to buy and return something that might not end up working for you. And honestly, being able to actually preview the newest tech in person completely eliminates the endless cycle of online research. It stops the whole process of buying a piece of gear just to test it out, dealing with the return, shipping, or worse, the accidental keep, where it just sits on your shelf forever because you missed the return window. Getting our hands on it here means that we can find exactly what is going to enhance our team's specific workflow before we even spend a dime. Going into NAB, we already knew networking was going to be a major priority for us. We had a game plan to meet people, but honestly, it went so much better than even expected. The gear might be the main event that gets you to Vegas, but those connections are your actual return on investment, unless you win some prizes.
Let's go. I'm nervous.
I didn't know how this is happening and didn't think we were gonna win, but look at us here. We got $150 from SKB.
When you walk onto the floor, you immediately get hit with this huge haul of filmmakers from all over the world. We fully intended to mingle, but we were blown away by how natural it was. You easily get sucked into talking to people about gear, the state of the industry, or even just how their show's going. I can't begin to tell you the amount of times we lost Christian or just had to stand around waiting to film something because he got completely stuck talking to someone.
I'm getting so excited seeing some of the booths that I keep losing the other two while walking around.
But our biggest goal was getting face-to-face with the brand reps, and that totally paid off. Usually, when you have a question about a rig or need support, you're stuck digging through a forum or sending an email to a generic customer service inbox. At NAB, you're shaking hands and talking directly with the people who manage the gear. We walked away with direct lines of contact to reps that we can actually reach out to in the future. Having that kind of resource for our studio is huge, and you just can't build that kind of relationship over a Zoom call. Reason number 3, the education. NAB isn't just a giant B&H for filmmakers. It's packed with masterclasses, panels, and live demos that actively make you better at your job. Even though we didn't spend our entire trip sitting in lecture halls, just stopping by the live breakdowns happening right on the show floor meant we were constantly absorbing new information. We walked away with so many incredibly specific tips and tricks, from lighting hacks to workflow adjustments that we honestly would have never have thought about if we hadn't attended. It really pulls you out of your usual studio bubble and lets you see exactly how other top-tier professionals are solving problems in real time. So, to wrap this whole thing up, should you go to NAB 2027? Yes. Book your flights early, grab your hotel before prices skyrocket, and get ready to absorb more industry knowledge in 4 days than you have all year. If you were at NAB this year, I want to know, what was the absolute best thing you saw on the show floor? Drop it in the comments below so we can argue about it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, give the video a like if it helped you out, and from all of us here at the studio, we'll catch you guys in the next one.